Did you know that the camel has an extra eyelid? There's so many crazy facts that you probably don't know about camels. Here are some of my favorites. Number 7. Fast 5 minutes. The speed of a camel can be deceiving. Camels can run at speeds of up to 65 kilometers per hour, but their top speed can only be maintained for 5 minutes. Once they start running at this high speed, their heart rate will increase by up to 300 beats per minute. This is because the camel's body is designed to conserve water. Their bodies have 2 rows of eyelashes and 3 eyelids. The extra eyelid acts as a shield against the sun's harsh rays and flying debris, and it also helps to prevent water from evaporating off their eyes. The camel's humps also help with speed. They allow the camel to store fat, which can then be used for energy when needed. This means that a camel can go for days without food and still have enough energy to keep moving. But if you try to ride a camel while it's running at full speed, you're going to get thrown off. Don't try this at home. Number 6. Bumpy ride. You may think that a camel's hump is its most defining feature. After all, no other mammal has one. But camels do have another unique body part that you may not have noticed before: their feet. Camel feet are flat and wide, which makes them great for walking on sand. But they're also covered in rough bumps that make riding them a little uncomfortable. So, why do camels have these bumpy feet? Well, it turns out that they're actually pretty good at hiding things. See, those bumps are really just pockets of air that are filled with a gel-like substance. This substance is what makes camel feet so comfortable for walking on sand. It's basically like walking on air. So next time you see a camel, take a closer look at its feet. You might be surprised at what you see. These animals are amazing, no? 5. The secret to surviving in the desert. As you may already know, camels are well adapted to survive in the harsh conditions of the desert. They can go for long periods of time without water, and they're also able to withstand extreme temperatures. But did you know that there's a part of their body that allows them to do this? That's right, their lips. See, a camel's upper lip is split into 2 halves, and this allows them to eat thorny desert plants without getting hurt. But it also helps them to conserve water. When a camel eats, they often swallow small stones and other objects that can help to grind up their food. But these objects can also damage their digestive system if they're not careful. A camel's saliva also contains a special substance that helps to protect their stomach from being damaged by these foreign objects. Pretty smart. Number 4. Nostrils. Did you know that a camel's nostrils are shaped like a letter U? This is unlike most mammals, whose nostrils are round. A camel's unique nostrils help them to conserve water, since they can close them tightly when they're not using them. This prevents water from evaporating out of their bodies. They are also able to use their nostrils to filter out dust and other particles from the air they breathe. In order to do this, they have a special set of hairs inside their nostrils that act like a sieve. These hairs are very tiny, and they are able to trap even the smallest particles of dirt and dust. This keeps the air that the camel breathes clean and healthy. Camels also have another adaptation that helps them to conserve water. Their kidneys are able to produce very concentrated urine, which means that they don't need to drink as much water as other animals. And they're also able to reabsorb water from their urine, which is then stored in their bladders until it can be used for drinking. All of these adaptations allow camels to thrive in some of the harshest environments on Earth. 3. Camel toes. If you look at a camel's foot, you'll notice that it has 2 toes, just like a human hand. But what you may not have noticed is that one of these toes is actually a thumb. That's right. Camels have a thumb toe that's opposable, meaning that it can move in the opposite direction of the other toe. This gives them the ability to grasp objects with their feet, which is helpful when they're walking on uneven terrain, or when they need to stand up after lying down. Camels also use their thumbs to help them balance themselves on their humps, which is important since they can be quite top-heavy. But it's not just their feet that are special. Camels also have a special pad on their knees that allows them to kneel comfortably. This pad is made of thick, tough skin that can withstand the pressure of the camel's own weight. It's also flexible, which means that the camel can bend its knee without damaging the pad. This is unlike most other mammals, whose knees are either completely flat or have a small, thin pad. Without this special adaptation, camels would not be able to kneel comfortably, which would make it difficult for them to rest and recover. Their unique feet and knees allow camels to be the only large mammal that can walk, run, and turn around icily on its knuckles. Number 2. Leathery lips. If you've ever seen a camel up close, You may have noticed that its lips look a bit strange. They're not like the soft, squishy lips that humans have, but are instead more like thick, leathery pads. But why do camels have these strange lips? It turns out that they're actually very well adapted for their environment. See, camels live in dry desert climates where food can be scarce. This means that they need to be able to eat thorny desert plants that other animals could eat. And their thick, leathery lips allow them to do this. They're able to wrap their lips around thorny plants without getting cut or injured. And they also have a special trick for dealing with the thorns. When a camel eats a thorny plant, the thorns can get stuck between its lips. But the camel has a special gland in its mouth that produces a sticky substance. The camel uses this substance to glue the thorns together, which forms a ball that it can then swallow. The thorns are then carried to the camel's stomach where they're digested along with the rest of the plant. So you may think that a camel's lips are just a strange and unusual part of their body, but they're actually a vital adaptation that allows them to survive in their environment. Number 1. Strange neck. Some people say that a camel's neck is its most defining feature. It's long, it's thin, and it seems out of place on an animal that's otherwise built for speed. But a camel's neck isn't just a random assortment of bones. It's actually a highly specialized structure that allows the camel to do things that no other animal can do. First of all, a camel's neck is extremely flexible. It can bend in ways that allow the camel to reach places that other animals can't reach. This is helpful when they're trying to eat food or drink water. Camel's neck also helps them to defend themselves against predators. By arching their neck back, camels are able to deliver a powerful kick with their front legs. This kick can be devastating to a predator, and it's often enough to send them running away. Finally, a camel's neck allows them to regulate their body temperature. They're able to raise their head up high to get out of the hot desert air, and they can also lower their head down to get out of the cold night air. All of these adaptations make a camel's neck one of the most remarkable features on their body. Alright, comment below. Which fact about the camel did you find the most interesting? I've been your host. And until next time, remember, camels are cool.